Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BaHa, YAHAWASHI, RACHAA, QADASH, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Taught me this truth. Honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I want to look at this word, hypocrite. What is a hypocrite? Let's look at some definitions here. A person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion. That's definition number one. A person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion. Number two, a person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings. Now, let's look at these Edomites. These Edomites, the biggest mistake they ever made was taking upon themselves the Bible and perpetuating the lie that they believed in the Bible, in the truth of the Bible, and that they practiced what is the truth of the Bible, right? That's what they're doing when they call themselves Christians. Okay, they put on that face, right? But in reality, ever since they've called themselves Christians, right, Bible believers, they've been nothing but the devil that the Bible speaks of. Remember, these are the same people that as Christians conquered, enslaved, and slaughtered the natives of damn near every continent on the planet. But let's focus on our people, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This was all done while they were wearing the face of Christianity, which is supposed to represent, in their own words, loving thy neighbor, loving your brother. Okay, God is love, forgiveness, mercy. These are all the things that they preach every Sunday, right? And they think they represent righteousness. They even changed their description to white to represent righteousness, right? These are the same people that come up to the camps and rebuke us for being evil and we're so bad and we're gonna burn in hell because we're saying this and we're doing that. When you look at their history to this day and the actions that they commit, they and their people and their establishments and their organizations commit, it's nothing but wickedness and evil. So these people are the ultimate hypocrites. Like, you can't get around it. Let's look at America. Christianity in the United States. What does it say here? It says the United States has the largest Christian population in the world. Let me read that again. The United States has the largest Christian population in the world. And more specifically, the largest Protestant population in the world. With nearly 230 to 250 million Christians. And as of 2019, over 150 million people affiliated with Protestant churches, although other countries have higher percentage of Christians among their populations. Yeah, America is a so-called Christian country. The so-called white man in America, who is the dominant people of America, are a Christian people, just like Russia. But look at the things that these people have done in the world. Look at the way they operate. Do they operate in the way by which they preach? That's what I want to know. Vocabmalone and these guys, they got all the time in the world to come against the Hebrew Israelites. But why is he not coming up against his own government for the wickedness? His own government and his Christian governments and corporations, which are doing all this evil in the world. He ain't got nothing to say. He's silent on that. But he had the nerve to say that that the Hebrew Israelites were the worst group in the world, when his CIA has caused the death of millions. But he doesn't care because he's just a hypocrite. Okay? We read the definition. What does the Bible say about the hypocrite? He ain't got no hope, man. All right? What hope hath he? Right? Job 27 and 8, it says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, when God taketh away his soul? Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him? Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon God? I will teach you by the hand of God, that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus altogether vain? This is the portion of a wicked man with God. And that's you Edomites. I don't care. Listen, this man in 2022 wants to debate about the color of YAHAWASHI. Listen, bro, you the devil. Yeah? Let's talk about that. You're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You and your people have no moral high horse to stand on or to sit on or to backflip off. You are the confirmed devil in the earth to this very day. Right now, you're the devil. Got to be kidding me, man. And the heritage of oppressors, yeah? You call yourself Christians, right? That you're liberators and that you're great and you've done this and that for everyone, and you want everyone to be thanking you and to look up to you and look to you for truth and look to you for verification, when you've been the biggest liar, swindler, murderer on a grand and global scale, far and above anyone else on the earth. There's no one else, no other people on the earth whereby all people have a bone to pick with. That's you. There is no other people on earth that every single nation of people have a bone to pick with. Why is that? And you calling yourself Christians, and then you got the nerve to want to rebuke us, telling us about love. You are the most hateful people that's ever existed on the face of the planet Earth. You propagate hate and division. You have whole clandestine anyway, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. You have played the part of an oppressor. You have gone out of your way not to spread the gospel. You Edomites have not gone out of your way to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. No, you go out of your way, Micah 2:1. That's what you go out your way to do, to spread lies, to spread evil, to bully people, to manipulate people for your own gain. That's what you do in the earth. Yeah, Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses. See, and once you take everything, then you sit there and pretend like you're Mr. Nice Guy. Here it is, you've taken everything, you've made everyone bow down to you with the sword, and then you want everyone to thank you and say, well, I'm not such a nice guy. Look, I gave you some civil rights. But fuck off, you damn devil, man. Piss taker, man. It says, and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Now I'll give you an example. Yeah, a lot of people, hold on. Right, this is an example right here. You brothers and sisters, you should go look this up. Did you know that the American military invaded Grenada because Grenada had a revolution and were working with Russia, and they were trying to improve themselves because Russia was giving out a better deal than America was back in the day. That's why Michael Manley in Jamaica was working with the Russians, and guess what? He was increasing education, he was spreading the money around, and Jamaica was improving, and the people were flourishing. What did the CIA do? They came in with their clandestine operations, undermined Michael Manley, brought in a bunch of guns, caused a bunch of sectarian violence, got him out there, put in Seaga, and destroyed Jamaica to this very day. That's the reason why Jamaica is in the condition it's in today, because of America and the CIA. And who's that? A Christian country. And will Vocab say anything about that? Will he do anything about that? Will he have an outcry about that? No, he doesn't care. The only thing he cares about is that the people of Jamaica don't acknowledge that they are the Benjamites. They are the children of Israel. Then he'll have a problem. Oh, that he gonna have to speak out against. Oh, no. No, you guys can't have your identity back. But he won't speak out against the wickedness that his people have done. This man is the devil. What about, and go and watch this, Grenada, the future coming towards us. 1983, the invasion of Grenada. Yeah? Executions and assassinations. Well, yeah, go check this out. How the CIA and Edward Seaga destroyed Jamaica. These are facts. This is what this man has done in the earth. And it didn't just stop there. All over South America. What was it called again? There was a name for it. I forgot the name. It was basically a strategy that America took towards Latin and Central America. And they done a whole bunch of invasions and color revolutions and military coups down there and destroyed the place, man. And destroyed the people, so their Christian owned and Christian run corporations can come up in there and steal all the resources. That's why I brought out the definition of a hypocrite, because they will sit there and claim to be these liberators and these great people, and they love with all capitals, but the Bible tells you love worketh no ill to his neighbor. You see, these people, they don't practice what they preach. They're the devil. Yeah, a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion. A person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs, according to their espousal of the gospel of Christianity. Why have they acted in why did they have 2 world wars? Why, when Japan attacked them, they didn't turn the other cheek? Why, when Japan attacked them, they didn't forgive Japan? Yeah? These people have never shown forgiveness. They've never shown any form of mercy. In fact, they've always gone out there to rob and to steal and to gain wealth. Their priority has never been the ministry, unless they were lying to manipulate people to put them under their control. This man's the devil. Point blank, period. Yeah, all these American princes, they get sworn in on the Bible, and in their speech they're talking about God and all this, that, and the other, and still trying to keep up the appearances that there's some good people. Yeah, if you were good people, you wouldn't be doing the things you're doing in the earth. The earth wouldn't be the way it is if these people were good, if they were what they say they are. They're evil. The evil they've done is unspeakable. It's unspeakable. Look. Let's read this. I want to show you something. 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. That's how the hypocrites. They walk around the earth like they're angels of light, that they're righteous, like they're like people like Vocab. They're devils, man. They act like they're filled with love when they're actually filled with hate. He's a murderer. He hates us. That's why he can't stand us and the blessing that we have received. That's his problem. He don't care about all the murdering and the killing that his people's doing. That's fine. As long as it's not him, right? This is flipping devils. Let me show you something that I just found. Now this is J&J, which I'm sure they just made one of these vaccinations that people be running to take. J&J controversial prison testing resurfaces in baby powder lawsuits. The company funded experiments on mostly black men, and America has a history of experimenting on so-called black people. Medical apartheid. These were Christians. Yeah, remember them dons? Oh, love thy neighbor, for God so loved the world. Love. When they run up to the camp. Oh, thou shalt not abhor Edomite. Love everybody. Well, was it love experimenting on our people? But the company funded experiments on mostly black men, comparing the effects of talc and asbestos on their skin. You know, now I got hold on. Now John Deaton, he had this to say, right? He said J&J knew the baby powder was contaminated with asbestos since the late 1800s. Yeah, they knew asbestos was harmful since the 1920s. They knew minimum amounts of exposure cause mesothelioma since 1960. They knew the talc caused ovarian cancer since the 1970s. This is no surprise to me. And that is the way of the Edomite, the way of America. They have been doing evil and skullduggery and running rackets and forever. And it's all cover up after cover up after cover up. And when it gets found out, they kind of go, oops, or we didn't know when they knew. They knew what cigarettes was doing to people. They knew. They always know. They know, but they're evil. They don't care. They will do whatever it takes to make money, to have the supremacy. Yeah? Woe unto him that coveteth for evil covetousness to his house. These Edomites have never cared. The only thing they care about is gain. That's why they put the so-called niggers in slavery. That's why they slaughtered the Native American Indians. That's why they've done everything they've done, because the only thing they care about is gain. And might makes right, and they'll do whatever it takes. They'll feed your babies poison. They don't care. As long as they're getting paid. If you die, they don't give a damn. As long as they don't get caught. And they'll go to church on the Sunday and talk about love. They're hypocrites, man. How much do you need to see? How much do you need to know to understand who these people are? So when you see these guys like Vocab putting all this energy into us, when his people are child trafficking and doing all this and we're the worst, when his people are trafficking millions of children around the world every fucking day. Not every day, millions every day, but I'm saying every day. This is what these people are operating under. And they're the philanthropists. They're the chief people of society. They're the people that we're supposed to look up to. And they're the worst devils that you can ever imagine. Hypocrites to the highest degree. And that hypocrisy is from the head down. And is represented by their nation as a whole. A very hypocritical nation. Everybody's seeing it. With the latest thing to do with Ukraine, the hypocrisy is on show, and Vocab ain't gonna talk about it. Hold on, you go to Vocab's channel, he ain't gonna mention nothing about it, cause he's a hypocrite. We'll mention about it. Where's Vocabmalone's channel? The only thing he wants to do is cast us down from our excellence, and that's your Christian. Yeah. He's a clown. He ain't standing up against no evil. He is evil. Him and the rest of his people. So to hell with these Edomites, right? I don't care if they call themselves Christian. They're the devil. So if that, I'm going to say shalom.